was a pleasant autumn day on the island of Sodor. Henry the Green Engine had just finished his last job of the day and was ready to return to his shed. However, on some days, there was another place he preferred to go before then. This day would be no different.
Driver, can we go to the forest?
Sure thing, Henry. Won't be long till the leaves start changing anyway. Not long after, Henry's driver brought him to a quiet place to stop in the woods. Birds chirped, the sun was setting, and a gentle breeze whispered through the branches. You know, old boy, I don't think I ever told you about the logging company that used to sit in this very forest. Oh no, I don't believe you did. Oh, very long ago indeed. Well before your frames were laid. My grandfather worked there back in the 1910s. He crewed the company's old logging locomotive. He was an LNER 4200 class named Hawthorne, and my grandfather loved him dearly.
Why did it close?
Well, at 68 years ago today, the old harbor was opened. The island began importing various goods. Many domestic businesses simply couldn't compete. The logging company was one such casualty. It would close down 2 years later, though I do believe one of the yards is still here.
Can we look?
Sure, why not? I've been wanting to see where my grandpa worked anyway. They soon found themselves puffing through the dense forest. Much of the dense foliage broke off Henry's boiler as he puffed past.
Oh, wow.
Within the clearing were the remnants of old trucks and logging equipment. A small crane and a sawmill were nearby. Grass grew high, and bushes covered the broken windows on the building. It was as if it was all frozen in time as nature reclaimed it.
If these rails could talk, I bet they'd have plenty of stories to tell.
Oh, I'm sure, old boy.
What's that over there?
Henry motioned to a tree that sat on the other end of the yard. Some abandoned coaches seemed to disappear into it. Why don't we go see? But as the two drew nearer, Henry's excitement felt a shock. Henry gasped. He saw a rusty old tank engine, completely engulfed by the foliage. Bushes seemed to completely engulf its wheels, and branches stuck out of its empty smoke box.
Poor chap.
His driver went and inspected the old engine. On the ground, he found an old and rusted nameplate. Oh. These are the remnants of Hawthorne. All those years of service, and they just left him behind. Henry looked down at his buffers, but his thoughts were interrupted by something.
What's that?
A strange sound came from the old sawmill. The sound of an old and rusty door creaking open. It's probably only the wind, old boy. Now come on. We better get back to Tidmouth. Can't lose anyone else in these woods. And with that, they both left the old engine in peace. But unbeknownst to Henry and his driver, a shady figure watched them leave the yard. Henry backed into his berth next to Slick the Diesel. He yawned.
Well, where were you?
Oh, just at the forest,
said Henry, smiling and looking at the stars above him.
They have a certain magic to them, you know? Those trees. Sometimes the wind makes them talk.
I understand what you mean. I feel the same way whenever I go to the harbor and hear the waves crash. Good night, you old tig kettle.
Good night, then.
Later that night, Henry was fast asleep when a cold chill ran down his boiler. He awoke.
Oh, why is it so cold?
Hey,
Who's that?
Help me. Henry's eyes darted around, looking for the source, only to find a translucent engine mere feet from his buffer beam. His eyes were pure white, and his face was plastered with a sense of sadness. Henry was frightened, but not scared. You must stop them before it's too late. Henry awoke with a start. It was now morning.
Oh, it was just a dream. Why can't they ever be normal?
Later that morning, Henry told his driver about his strange dream.
Driver, I had a dream last night about Hawthorne.
Huh. What did he say?
He kept asking me for help.
I'm no expert on this, but dreams are dreams. We have no control over them, but sometimes they serve a purpose. Maybe what we saw yesterday just stuck with you.
Well, in any case, I'd like to go to the forest again this afternoon.
Of course, old boy. Later that day, Henry once again found himself stopping in the forest. He was listening through the trees and birds, when suddenly, help! Help me! Hey, through here! Help! Not there! You have to stop them! Please! You have to stop them!
Oh, what do you want?
Go to the sawmill. They're there now. You have to stop them. Henry didn't think. He acted. Whoa, old boy, where's the fire? Henry paid no attention. He raced through the woods into the old yard. Though, maybe he went a little too fast. Stopping just at the edge of the yard, he saw two men loading large crates into a blue newspaper wagon. That's an express news van. It'll be on a goods train bound for the mainland this evening. Then Henry saw the warning labels on the crates. It said warning. Property of the Ministry of Defense. SO Division.
What is that?
Stop them. Stop them before they take them. Don't let her back in.
Driver, we have to tell someone.
Way ahead of you, old boy. There's a signal box down the line. We can telephone the police from there.
Boys, we have a spy in our midst! Start praying, boy!
Nope.
Attack!
Faster. Faster.
Damn it, fail it, man! Damn it! Ah, hell.
Henry and his driver managed to make it back down the line to the nearest signal box. Not long after, the police raided the abandoned sawmill and recovered 2 crates. However, the 2 men who had chased Henry managed to elude authorities. Regardless, Henry was hailed as a hero, Everyone cheered and whistled, and as Henry looked off into the tree line, he saw the ghostly form of Hawthorne smiling through the trees, mouthing off a faint "thank you" as he faded away.
You're welcome.